Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming. I would like to cover a few things. Gentlemen, please remove your covers. We're going to stand and have a minute of silence. We're going to repeat the American flag, pledge to the flag. All right, thank you. Please stand. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I've got one quick question before we get started. Is anybody in the audience recording this evening? Val, and I don't know the gentleman's name in the back. Tom Wellington is the other one recording. All right, approval of the minutes. I have a copy of the minutes from September 6th, 2022. I need a motion to approve the minutes as written. Thank you. Thank you, Gail. Any discussion amongst the board members? The minutes will stand approved as written. I have a set of minutes from the Board of Directors meeting dated October 26, 2022. I need a motion to accept the minutes as written.
So moved.
I have my second. All? Okay. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All right, Gail, we have a golf cart correspondence. Would you please handle that, please?
This is from the social committee that we have, and this is for a Brookridge Christmas golf cart parade. It is December 14th, no pre-registration meeting. Check starts at 4 p.m. Takeoff from over here by the tennis courts is at 5, and awards and refreshments to follow. I make a motion to allow a golf cart parade with designated viewing areas on December 14th, 2022. Starting area is clubhouse parking lot by the tennis courts. Check starts at 4 p.m. Takeoff at 5 p.m. Awards and refreshments to follow. And this was sent in to us by Debbie Burns, and she is the leader of the social club.
I second that motion. Do we have any discussion amongst the board? No discussion. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
No opposed. Motion carried. Rosemary, we are down to you, young lady. Yes, ma'am.
This is the summary treasurer's report for October. Our operating account balance, $108,864.05. Accounts receivables assessments, $354,647.49. Fines owed, $69,879.52. We have 27 liens on file. Our assessment income, $136,264.45. VRC fines, $2,100. Other income, $18,764. For a total income of $157,128.45. Operating expenses, administration, $23,195.98. Facilities, $19,237.77. Public Works, $16,503.52. Code enforcement, $31,044. For a total expense of $89,000. $937.71. Our reserve deposit, year-to-date, $455,700. Balance, $2,399,995.55. There were no expenses out of the reserves. Donated funds, $26,340.91. Reimbursement for decorations, $61.98 and $69.17. Gate Sentry, $1,500. Total paid out, $1,631.15.
Thank you, Rosemary. Quick reminder, do I need to get a motion to accept? Okay, thank you. All right, Carol?
Okay, I was contacted by Jennifer Shaw, who's in charge of a tie-down program in Florida. This program is for homes that are 1999 or older. The state of Florida allocates funds through a contact with Gulf Coast State College to implement the Manufacturer's Home Tie-Down Enhancement Program. This program involves the addition of tie-downs to your home. The program does not intend to bring existing mobile homes and manufacturers' homes up to code, but makes the home as wind resistant as funding, physical characteristics, and condition of premises will allow. The additional tie-down and anchoring systems could help minimize damage to the mobile home arising from windstorms, tornadoes, or hurricanes. This program is at no cost to the participant. Skirting removal and reinstallation services for the tie-downs are also provided by the program, and all fees to the contractor are paid directly by Gulf Coast State College. I have contacted Ms. Shaw several times. I'm waiting for a phone call back, and as soon as I have more information, I will give you an update and hopefully get something in the news and views. I also want to let you know that Brookridge was helping the Salvation Army with an angel tree, which has been set up here in the clubhouse. The Angel Tree program provides Christmas gifts to families in need for children up to 12 years old. We started out with 12 tags, and they've already been spoken for, and I'm not able to get any additional tags. I want to thank the residents who have already claimed the tag. Their gift will help some child's Christmas be a little brighter. Also remember, the unwrapped gift along with the tag needs to be returned to the Salvation Army in Brooksville by December 1st. If you are unable to get the gift to the Salvation Army, please contact Clubhouse Supervisor Mike Green or myself, and we will make sure it gets there. Again, thank you to all who participated in this wonderful program, and I want to wish everyone a safe and happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you, Carol. All right, we have no unfinished business. We have to proceed to the new business. The requests that I have here that says under unfinished business, I'm going to bring up during members' comments, please. All right, nominating committee. The nominating committee. Each year, a nominating committee reviews the resumes of the board of directors candidates for placement on the ballot for voting in March. The recommendation is to approve the appointment of the volunteers to serve on the nominating committee. I move for a motion that Peggy Christie be the chairperson of the nominating committee. May I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion amongst the board? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Peggy, congratulations, you did it again. I would also like to make a motion that Tom Wellington, Beverly Epstein, and Lucy DeGuire be appointed to the nominating committee to serve with Peggy Christie for this ensuing election.
Second.
Any discussion amongst the board? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Congratulations, gang, you have your nominating committee. Rose Rosemary, you get the fun stuff. The budget and the amendment ballot outcome to be read by Ms. Basteri.
Mary does a good job of sealing it. Yeah. I didn't have my Wheaties this morning.
No more tape for Mary.
The budget for 362 against, for a total of 1,101. Just. Who was shouting out there? Okay. The total for the budget is 616. The budget passed. Article 5, Section 8, total 755 votes passed. Article 6, Section 3, 745 votes passed. Article 7, Section 8, 735 votes passed. Article 7, Section 10, 743 votes passed. Article 11, Section 1, 745 votes passed. Article 12, Section 1, 755 for, passed. All the amendments were passed.
All right, I'm going to get down to the members' comments. Give me a second, please. All right. I'm going to move on to the director's reports. I'll open it up. I'll get you right as soon as we start, okay? Gail, would you like to start?
Yes, we have a very good unit reps. They're all represented here. We need one or two. One more. What unit is it? Four. We need one more unit rep in Unit 4. And how many residents, new residents, did you see this month? 12. We had 12 new residents. They really ended up because someone's even getting 2025. So they're a good bunch. And anybody who's thinking about learning more about Brookridge and getting to know more people, we have a unit rep open. The other committee is the beautification committee. You see that they're all working outside the front, by the front gate and down to the guard shack. And they're doing it, guardhouse. They're doing a great job. They've been spending some money. We had to spend some more money for more flowers, and I think we have to get more for the lights. So they are accepting donations, and you can give a check or cash to go down to the administration office. It would be made out, the check would be made out to the BCPO. In the memo, please specify beautification committee, because if you don't, it'll go into the unallocated funds. And right now, the beautification committee could probably use about $250. Thank you.
Rosemary?
First of all, I'd like to thank everyone that attended the Veterans Day ceremony last Friday. We had an excellent turnout, wonderful speakers. Thank the Men's Club for providing the luncheon and all our speakers. It's good to see that our residents support all our veterans. The other thing with the veterans is Toys for Tots. As you know, there's a box out here in the clubhouse lobby, and there's one in the administration office. They need volunteers to help sort the toys at the warehouse, which is at the Hernando County Fairgrounds, and they are open from 9 to 1 right now, Monday, Wednesday through Friday. So if you want to go down and help sort the toys that have been collected, they'd greatly appreciate it. The other thing on the agenda is Saturday is our annual fall festival. We hope that all of you can attend. We will have food trucks. We have all kinds of raffles, including a liquor raffle, a Thanksgiving dinner raffle, and a Chinese auction. We have representatives from different insurance companies that will provide information if you need information about Medicare supplements and that. So that is going to be from 10 to 3 on Saturday.
Leo, you got anything? And welcome home, sir. Okay, Jerry just told me he's got none, so that puts it down to me. I had a chance to talk with Ms. Webster this morning. She would like to individually thank each and every one of you for the kind words and the prayers and everything that you've been messaging her for. She thanks you very, very much. She has seen the pictures of the Veterans Day thing. She is very regretful that she was not here to attend this. Again, she thanks you very, very much for your support, your love, and your kindness. All right, let's start with members' comment. I promised to start with Miss Mary's story. I had no control of that. They moved it before I got up here.
More exercise. Mary Story, Unit 6. Rosemary, I have a question for you quickly. When you said on the amendments 755 passed, 745, what were the fors and against? Is that the total number of votes? I mean, you didn't give us anything as far as what was for and against.
All right, here. You want me to do this first, Mary? All right. I'm going to reread the numbers, okay, so that everybody can get them. I'm going to do it again. The budget was 6164, 385 against. Article 5, Section 8, 755 for, 281 against. Article 6, Section 3, 745, 290 was against. All right? Am I okay? Am I not going too fast?
No, it's okay.
Okay. Article 7, Section 7 was 735, 278. 735 for, 278 against. Article 7, Section 10 was 743 for, 283 against. Article 11, Section 1, 745 for, 283 against. Article 12, Section 1, 755 for, 217 against.
The only reason I brought it up, there was nothing read out as to what was against.
Okay, no problem. That's why we
the reason.
corrected it.
Thank you. So I have a question. The admin office had a sign on its door Friday, November 11th, that it was closed for Veterans Day. According to our employee handbook, Veterans Day is not a listed paid holiday, section 4.2A. So who made the decision to close it for Veterans Day? Was it a paid holiday? When did the board vote on this? Because there are only 7 holidays listed and 2 one-half holidays. So who had the authority to do this? And when was it done?
That was done somewhere near the top of the year in a personnel meeting by the board, and Veterans Day was justifiably given to the membership, or to the...
It is not a paid holiday.
It is not a paid holiday. Is there a reason why there was no email sent out to the residents to let us know the office was going to be closed? Nope. We didn't get, a bunch of us did not get emails that normally get Brookridge emails. We got all about the poll, the voting, and everything else. Rosemary, do you have any idea when our books are closed? Do we close our books monthly, quarterly, yearly?
At the moment, I have no idea.
Can we find out when our books get closed? Do they close them on a monthly or a yearly basis?
I will find that out for you, Mary.
Thank you. Any reason we haven't had the audit finalized yet?
I do not know the answer to that, and the one that was coordinating that was Ms. Webster before she was unavoidably taken off the property.
Okay, that has been back in draft form since October 6th, which is well over 7, going on possibly 8 months, 8 weeks that we have it not back. This is, I mean, don't understand why a draft takes so long. Okay, at the budget meeting that Anna Webster had, the question and answer one, the question was raised about Captain Shuden code enforcement as far as what he's paid for health insurance. Anna Webster first said he had a contract, then changed it to agreement. And that was made up long before her time. I put in an official request to the admin office for a copy of his contract or agreement, whatever you want to call it, which we're permitted to have according to Florida Statute 720.303. I was denied, I was told by Karen Webster, and not given a copy of because there was no such contract. Does he or does he not have a contract? Or agreement, whatever you want to call it.
I am unaware of the correct answer, to be honestly truthful.
Okay, the residents need...
I didn't handle that side of the house.
The residents need to have a correct answer because my question being is, if he does not have a contract with us or an agreement, whatever you choose to call it, he is paying double the maximum allowance per full-time employee for health insurance. They're allowed $600 a month to be paid to them at 50%. I can give it to you right here. I have it, Kenny. Which would give them $300 a month with a total of $360. He is getting paid $7,200 for health insurance, according to our budgets, and it's been that way. So if we can get an answer as to whether or not he has an agreement or a contract, if not, as to why he's being paid over and above what our employee handbook allows for. In reference to the sheriffs being present here at the meeting, Carol Webster has stated that we are paying them $90 per meeting out of miscellaneous board expenses. I made a request for a invoice receipt showing that $90 charge, and I have an email from her saying that there are no invoices, no vendor bills for the sheriffs or deputies attending the meeting.
All right, can we get to the bottom line of this? You've exceeded your time. I'm trying to be fair. I have a
bottom line
request.
is, number one,
She could have my 3 minutes.
And mine too.
Just finish, you're gonna get interrupted.
okay, so the bottom line is, if the sheriffs are not, we're again paying bills without receipts, and my next question is, if they are getting paid straight pay, who's 1099ing them at the end of the year? Because evidently they're getting paid by a check, so that's going to be a record. Income tax purpose-wise, they're coming in as a private vendor. You're not taking Social Security, you're not taking workman's comp out of their checks, so therefore they have to be 1099. So is Brookridge doing it, or is the accountant?
I think Carol would have the more correct answer for that than I would.
We don't know anything. The CPA takes the 1099. I don't do those. I'm not responsible for that part. We were told by the sheriff's office that we want an invoice, we can have an invoice. They will get us one because you brought this up the last time, and the sheriff, after you made that comment, made it clear to us after the meeting, we can have an invoice. How they handle it on their end, I do not know.
I'm just asking the question, who is providing them with the 1099? Because for income tax purpose, as an independent coming in here, they should be 1099. But if somebody could let whether the bookkeeper's going to do it or whether the accountant's going to do it, I'd appreciate it. Thank you.
It might be the person who does our taxes. I will look into that for you.
I have a question from Val here. Val Stratton. I don't have one. No, none for Paul.
Val Stratton, Unit 3. Okay, Rosemary, on this treasurer's report, it looks like we're missing all the cash in the opening balance. Remember last month it was $80,000 short? I'm guessing that it's probably 80,000 plus or short again. Pardon me?
I said the ending balance is on this summary report.
The number I think you're asking for, Val, is on the top front page. It'd be 108-864-05. Isn't that the number you're asking about? I'm lost where you're going.
Last year, do you compare it to the balance sheet that is printed by QuickBooks? Because last month it was $80,000 off. And I went in twice with Ann to talk about it, and she said she was going to have somebody double check it. I assume you being the treasurers, that would be you. Is that inclusive of all three accounts? Because it says only account 1055, so that's like last month. Is the 108 the October 31st balance of all our operating bank accounts?
I would have to, I'll be honest with you, Annie will be on site on Monday.
I know, but Rosemary's the treasurer.
I know, but the one that's been balancing and trying to find the problems that you're bringing up has been your board president.
Oh, okay. And then last month it was said that there was $1,200 in yard sale income. I do not see that on the donated fund donations part of this treasurer's report. Did it go into operating by mistake?
I don't know where. I'm sick and tired of paying it.
Well,
I'm just saying, I was just told that that was the figure. I don't know where it went. I will find out where it went for you, Val.
thank you.
Val, to answer your question, yes, it did go under BCPO social events, and it was under donated funds, and it looks like it was missed on the treasurer's report.
Okay. What is the Gate Century expense?
Does it?
$1,500.
No, that should be under donated funds.
It is under donated
Okay,
funds.
that's the money that Dick Theriot's entertainment night donated the 1,500 towards Gates Entry.
And it was already paid out.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, because I don't remember the 1,500 being shown going in. And one of the things that I did discuss with Ann is working on getting these percentages correct. Because, you know, it looks like code enforcement's at 95% year-to-date in October with 2 more months. When in reality, it's 88%. If somebody could double-check this form before they print it. And I was under the mistaken impression that it would fall under the treasurer's. So, last real quick question. November, we usually get a list of suspended accounts. Is somebody working on them, or do we not have any suspended accounts?
I haven't seen a suspension list with paperwork for any additional homes being turned over to the attorney since the last board. I haven't seen any.
Suspended is for people that haven't paid in 90 days. So they don't necessarily have to be turned over to the attorney until they reach $1,000.
Vivian's working on it, Val.
Thank you.
Lynn Lynn on
Just how it's spelled.
Southwick.
Lynn Southwick, 9238 Salvini, Unit 4. We got an email, it's been going around everywhere, about the pool contractors are only a licensed pool contractor is supposed to be touching our equipment. Yet, that's not the case. And I want to know why is somebody not allowed, why is somebody allowed to touch our pool system when they have no clue what they're doing? Because they're not a licensed contractor. And now we have this big problem going forward. Are we gonna always have a licensed contractor touching it from now on? Like Florida statute says, according to Brookridge.
The problems have been occurring over the last 25 years.
That's irrelevant.
Yes, it is very relevant. There's been Band-Aid upon Band-Aid upon Band-Aid. This board has been working very hard at getting people certified and checked out. As soon as we get the addition, or get the repairs made, are we gonna get the additional certifications? Yes.
Certified and licensed are 2 different things. My father owned a pool company. I know quite well what I'm talking about, okay? Licensed and certified are 2 different things. You're going to school to be licensed. Are they gonna do that?
I know we are looking at getting a long-term contract with a pool maintenance company. Okay, but we've got to find one to repair and get the pool back up and running so that we can get a breath.
And then nobody should be allowed to touch it but a licensed contractor going forward. According to Florida statutes, it's in my phone that you sent, that Brookridge sent me.
Well, I agree with that, all right? I don't have a problem with that. What has happened in the past, I can't control.
Nope.
I can only control what is happening this minute.
Well, that's not true because you've had this Florida you've had this Florida statute for a long time. So you've been ignoring it.
I haven't ignored anything. When the
Somebody
pool
has.
went-
Somebody-
It was a board prior to me.
Okay,
You want to hold me accountable for the sins of my father?
You've been in the board member since January. Yeah. Okay, the previous president's right there, okay? You're sitting there, you've been on this board since January. Nobody but a licensed contractor should have touched that pool, per Florida statutes. What would the state say if they knew about this? Would they shut it down?
That's why we're doing what we're doing.
I don't see you doing anything from closing it. That's what I see. My next question, still regarding the pool, we had pool monitors that we pay. You've interrupted my time. I get my time to talk. You had pool monitors that you pay. So the pool monitors that you pay.
Lynn, I will not discuss salaries in this
I don't
forum.
want to talk about their money. I don't care what they make for money. That's between.
You're asking here if I laid them off. No,
Exactly.
because our pool monitors are also the same people that set up the chairs, that sweep the floors, that clean the bathrooms, that empty the trash, and make sure that every club has an equitable and clean room in order to participate and for you to enjoy.
Just not enough room, right?
Well, I can't make the building any bigger without a capital improvement.
You could move the piano out of the room.
Lynn, if I'm not wrong, there's a piano sitting right there.
The piano is not in the way. If you don't object to the Texas Hold'em having all their, you don't object to the Texas Hold'em having that big cabinet and their refrigerator in that room, and you don't say that's a safety hazard, and you're picking on the music is piano. It's not fair.
My next question is, because.
Lynn, you're out of
Excuse me,
time,
her time
please.
is up. Her time is up.
Money for a sheriff that's not needed.
He might be shortly.
You can't handle the questions from the people. Then you shouldn't be on.
Lynn, please be obligatory toward the other members. We have other people that have filled out forms
Don't
to
talk when I'm
speak.
talking. When it's my turn, it's my turn. You keep your mouth shut.
I think it's inappropriate for you people to disrespect this board the way you've been doing.
All right. All right, may I have Jan Jones, please? Jane, I'm sorry. You're next. I got you, Miss Wells. I'm just going by the people that have filled out the paperwork, okay? Thank you.
Is it on? Oh, it is on. My name is Jane Jones. I live at 8552 Electra Ave. I have absolutely no idea what unit it is. It was my mother's home. She passed away, and now I'm there. I had put my paper as unfinished business, which I know it says none, but I think there's a lot of unfinished business here. I have been watching these meetings on YouTube from Michigan, where I live, and it seems that repeatedly, issues that are brought forth, the pool being one, and there are others, it's like it's shelved. We'll let you know. We're gonna look into it. I don't know. That's somebody else's job. That is not acceptable. You know, the residents here, yes, the board wants to be respected, but so do the residents. And I don't see any respect for the residents in this community. That's a two-way street. And when you take on the job as a board member, and I'm saying this because I've been the president of different boards over the years, you have the responsibility as well as accountability for everything that goes on as far as finances and the pool, and to keep saying things like, well, that happened a long time ago and they put Band-Aids on it. If I'm incorrect, correct me, but wasn't Mr. Foster the president at one time? So what happened? I'm not blaming anybody. That's the first thing I want you to know.
Can I answer that question? Because my name's come up twice now.
Okay, yeah, so that would be great if you would.
Okay, we have Vince Pizzo was the manager of the clubhouse here. Did you work on the pool anytime?
I'm sorry, I
Every
didn't.
day, that's correct. He worked on it
On the
every
pool?
day. No, he worked,
Oh, I'm sorry, I
they
didn't
did the
understand.
maintenance on it like they always do. They either flushed out or whatever, any kind of thing need to be done, that's exactly what they did. There's a difference from doing maintenance to what needs to be done on the pool. Now, everything, all the plumbing in the pump house has to be replaced.
I know, I
And
realize
he
that,
can't
Mr.
do it, neither
Foster.
can Mike or nobody else. It has to be a contractor do it.
Mr. Foster, you can take it down a notch, okay? Because I already know all of that, and so do these people.
Why are you
Okay.
accusing me of
I'm
that?
not accusing you of
Yes,
anything,
you
but if
are.
you feel
You're
guilty, why
accusing-
is that?
You're accusing me of.
No, I think you think you're being accused,
Like,
and
we
maybe
want,
they should
what,
accuse you.
you stop it. You're accusing me of.
You know, and you're
being-
another one, Mr.
There's
Benoit.
been 15
You
years.
did my mother's taxes.
There's
All
been-
right, and when I came to get her taxes.
Do you want to close the
You
meeting?
didn't need to.
Close the meeting.
Close the meeting.
All in favor, signify by saying aye. Close it up.
Go sit down yourself.
I don't have to sit down. I'm not yelling at you. You remember when I told you my mother died?
You go up and tell them.
I had to because they're nuts. Mr. Benoit, you should really be careful about who you try to threaten. That can turn out very badly for you. No, you shut up.
There's been 40 years of other presidents and other boards in here. I'm not the only one.
That's it, walk out. Walk out. Walk the shame. Walk the shame.
Hello? Yeah, all you people come in here and you complain, and it's the first time on a unit rep, but you don't volunteer. Why don't all you people that always say, all the residents, well, there's over 3,000 residents, so nobody knows what all the residents think. It's only your small group. So if you want to correct it, you try to be able to...
I can't. Those rumors. They won't let me.
That's not right.
Exactly.